Allela. Thank you so much for their welcome.
Hi, it's really nice to be here. Thank you for the invitation, and I'm looking forward to a chat today.
Hi, so great to be here today. I'm so happy to talk more about my journey, and I'm so grateful to Timbu, a Woman in Tech, for inviting me. Thanks for having me.
Hi, Allela.
Hi, Allela.
Hello, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you reached out. I love your stuff.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, and hi everyone. I'm so happy to tell you about my background, my study path, my career path, even in some cases, especially when it comes to EdTech. And yeah, I'll be happy to help you in any case if I can do that.
Hi.
Yeah, so obviously my name is Caroline, and I am the brand and community marketing specialist at Liquibase.
So yeah, my full name is Katei Reeves. I've been a QA for 10 years now, close to 10 years, yeah. I started that in 2012, September, the QA journey. Currently, I'm a quality assurance chapter lead, QA lead at a company called Katei, product MTBA.
So I am originally from India, and currently I'm located in New Jersey. I'm someone who has always been fascinated by technology and who tries to, who likes to try new stuff.
All right, thank you so much, Allela. My name is Maureen Josephine. I'm a software engineer. I'm also a Flutter enthusiast, and I'm very much honored to be, I recently became a Flutter GDE, the first female Flutter GDE in Kenya, and also the first female Flutter GDE in Sub-Saharan Africa.
I personally have studied mathematics since when I was 18, and now I'm 25, which means I have done a bachelor degree. I've earned a certification in the National Math Olympiad 2020 in Iran.
My name is Sharon Jebitok. I'm a software developer. So I switched into tech, but currently I work as a Web3 software developer at Utu.
I got started in tech at a pretty early age. I was always tinkering with stuff, as a child in the 80s.
I would say that I'm someone who likes to try new things out, like anyway, right? Like be it technology, be it a new gadget or a new game I hear about.
I am currently a community manager at Old School Africa, but I have been one person that is known, or I believe that I love being part of tech communities. I mean, for me to be where I am today is because of being part of tech communities and these already empowered women by recognizing them, giving them shout outs for the good work they're doing and things like that. Because I realized that there are so many women in tech doing great things, yet they haven't been recognized as much as they should.
So yeah, so I think it could really vary a lot. Some days it's like you spend a lot of time coding and failing at it and then trying again, which you also know really well. So yeah, and it also involves a lot of research, because there's some new technology, there's some new algorithm that's coming out or in the making. So it's very important to be in touch. I personally like to, participate in events a lot because they help so much.
So I am relatively new in my career, actually, and I love meeting with people that are also new in their career, and hopefully I can help inspire them, because it's hard when you're fresh out of school and you're trying to figure out, what do I want to do with my life? Is this what I'm going to do for the rest of my life after I've graduated? And I actually fell into tech kind of almost by connection and accident. I wasn't really planning to go into tech. I actually worked at a wedding venue here in Austin, Texas, in sales. And I loved events and had a passion for events and felt like, I think I want to move away from weddings and maybe more into corporate style events.
Okay, I think it all comes from a place of passion and maybe love for what you like. And maybe before I knew it, I had love for community way back. And it's this quote that I like. When you are committed to something, the vision pulls you. So nobody has to push you around to do things like the vision when you actually think about. And I feel like maybe at a younger age, I'm still young, maybe I used to think of the goal, okay, this is what I want to do. Maybe I want to be like Allela. I want to be like, no. I mean, I'm just giving an example. Yeah.
That's really true. I mean, even though we are venturing into, different fields, and women are doing great stuff right now, but still technology is something that's, still a male-dominated industry. And, if we look at the data of 2021 or 2020 for that matter, we can see that it's still pretty male dominated, and we still have a lot of things to do.
Mm-hmm. I think that it takes a special attitude of, like iron armor. When this kind of stuff happens to you, you have to just understand that when people are like feeling inferior or like sensing that you feel superior and they're just so disrespectful, I wouldn't say expect it, but please do understand that that person's not okay, and that's not your fault, that's them.
Especially as a woman, especially dealing with developers and also dealing with customers. I think even customers are easier to deal with. But yeah, as you've said, with the QA, it's not really all about writing code. I think I envy developers. They're on the back end, they just write code and that's it. But for us, again, if you're dealing with customers, your face must be seen. You must fight for your bugs to be actually resolved. Sometimes our developer would say, no, though that's not a bug, it's actually a new feature. And you're looking at him like, no, it's a bug.
I guess my solution won't be helpful only for women in Iran, but also women in Africa, for Europe, Asia, all over the world. Using top ranked resources is one of the keys.
Developer, I thought that I would need a computer science degree. So at that time, I've just finished a 4-year course. And again, I'm thinking of one thing, maybe computer science degree again. So that sounded impossible. So during that time, I thought I might wait for a while, then maybe consider it. But in the process, I was just on Twitter, then an account followed me. And normally when someone follows me, I check what they do. So it was a boot camp called Bunifu College. So when I checked their site, I realized that they offer professional courses like full stack software development and other courses. So I got interested in the full stack course because it was saying 7 months. And with this, I realized that there are schools called boot camps, and it can still work for someone who wants to become a developer.
I'm not sure if I list them all right now. We'll end the call right now. It may take time, but some of them is that about self-doubt. I'm one person, I regard myself as a perfectionist. That person who will wait till something is perfectly good to release it. So in my journey, I've learned that you shouldn't wait till it's perfect. When you're working on something, you're working on an application, article and things like that, just release it out there. You'll get feedback along the way. You might also even get nice suggestions to what you're currently doing and something that you can add to what you're already doing.
So a couple of things would be that we are in a pandemic right now. We're in climate crisis. Things may not be very good for everyone. So something that I have learned is through personal experience and by seeing people around me is that it's okay if, you aren't able to do what you want to at the moment. It's important to keep trying and that keep trying could be a lot of like, it's a very open word that I'm saying. Like it could be about someone's mental health, some personal goal, some professional goal.
Yeah. I think my biggest advice is, lean into your mentors, especially in a young age, and also just believe in yourself. There's kind of like this line between having faith in yourself and then also being naive, but then also being willing to put yourself out there in a way that may feel scary. I always can feel it if I get nervous or scared about something, because I feel like I'm about to like do something really challenging or scary or something I've never done before. And I can like feel it in my heart. I'm like, okay, this is giving me energy. Like rather than getting scared about it, this is me telling my brain, no, you're doing this, and it's a thrill. And so I think it's overcoming imposter syndrome, right? That's the other piece too. But I don't know. I think a big part of it is be willing to connect with people and hear their story. Learn more about them, especially from people across the world in different communities that may look different from you, that live somewhere different from you. Be willing to have those conversations. And that's the beauty of open source communities. That's the beauty of any community.
Well, not really words of wisdom, but I feel like the best thing for anyone to do right now, especially if you're talking about graduates in this particular case, then you don't have to rely on the knowledge that you have from school. Just find out what is going on outside there, what is going on if it's in tech, but what jobs are out there, what are the trends in the marketplace, what skills do I need? And I like the fact that the internet is available, like anything you need, any resources, they're always out there. We have communities if you need resources that you can always reach out to and learn. So just get the skills. I mean, with this whole pandemic going on, people are mostly talking about upskilling and getting skills from anywhere. So just go ahead and learn. Don't be afraid to learn.
So starting with advice, join groups. In order to find mentors, you need to look for mentors, right? And every technology has either like a hashtag or a Slack or whatever, or Discord too now. And it's really important to talk to people who are also studying, also struggling, and just help each other. And then also meet people who are experienced and ask them to be your mentor.
I'd say believing in yourself. Our minds are wired to, there's something called the negativity bias. Our minds are wired to accept more failure than actually positivity. So it is normal and our minds are wired that way because we need to have that fearful nature in us, so that we may not be able to just cross the road for the sake of crossing, because if we were all not fearful, we would just cross the road and not even think there's a car coming or another one going. So that actually works on that actually affects us as women. And first of all, us, because women, we are empathetic. We're really empathetic compared to men, and we don't believe in ourselves that much. So anyone going through these challenges and are in a male-dominated field or working in an organization where there are so many men and maybe they're only a lady in that place, first of all, they need to believe in themselves. They're in that place for a reason and a purpose. Yeah, they did computer science for a reason and a purpose. And if they went through 4 years of campus, and if they specifically went through a public university, they can make it. They just need to put in the effort. If they need to learn new things, learn new tools, learn how to deal with people, they just put in the effort. If it is sleeping 3 hours a day or in a week, you need to put in the effort.
Yeah, the first one is trying hard, especially if you are young. People like to have holidays, love to have fun, but I guess up ages something like between 18 to 25 is so strategic in order to get out of that, because you can get a great personality of yourself, professional personality in this time. Another one is taking care of your mental health and physical health, both of them at the same time. And also trying the best thing you can do at any time is another one, not scaring of outer factors, not scaring of situations, in order to take a step and not to scare of failing, but thinking logical is another one. And I guess that's all. And, not regretting of what you have done before. And instead of regretting, thinking what I can do today and how I can change my future. That's all.
Okay, just for, let's say, people who are completely getting started, I would recommend maybe if you're not yet sure which path to take, not really, let's say, tech stack or maybe going for web or mobile, I would say that if you're feeling like getting started with tech, the time is now. You can just start with free code camp, and after a while, you will realize if you really want to do that, or with just getting started, it will even open doors to realize that you can join this school, you can learn through this way, you can meet such people. And then for people who are already in the space, I would just say, do not give up. Try, if you are looking for opportunities, just try applying, work on your profiles, and also networking is key. It might be hard if you're looking for it alone, but if other people also know you, it might be of help. They might recommend you somewhere. And just let's try, make some impact and keep going. That's all I can say.
I guess personally, I've learned a lot. I know I always say it's always good to hear from another person's perspective. You just get to know how exactly they got to where they are, some of the challenges that you have mentioned, and some of the even experiences and how you feel people and also part of what you did as a volunteer have also helped you grow in your career. I guess it's just to say you have like so much to achieve. You have achieved a lot, but you're such a remarkable woman and still have so much to achieve. Thanks so much for creating time to join us for this very, very short, fireside chat. It was really good to learn more about you. And yeah,